before it came. To what the sea has always been. shall loses 2 meters every year to the bruises of the North Sea. Whole villages have gone below the waves.
The dissolving carries on,
returning the medieval to the deep.
the dissolving shore gives back to the sea what the sea deposited originally. Dissolving shore into the ancient tide. Dissolving shore, the land has nowhere to hide. From the ocean's patient claim and argument, the dissolving shore is the earth's consent to return to what the water always held. What the land gives to the sea is not lost, it becomes the reef, the sandbar and the ocean floor. The dissolving shore is the door between the solid and the free. Dissolving shore into the patient tide. Dissolving shore, the stone with nowhere to hide. From the ocean's oldest argument, the dissolving shore, the beautiful consent of land returning to the sea. A pike hangs still between the reeds and mud, suspended in the cold, unhurried flood of water that remembers how to hold a world invisible and deep and cold beneath the surface that the wind disturbs. What the surface shows is not the whole. What the depth holds, no eye can control. Still what is deep below the sea. Still what is deep, the world between, the bright above, the dark below. Still what is deep, the only flow that carries on without a sound.
The geologist who cores the lake bed reads 10,000 years of pollen seeds. is locked in the silent silt. The still waters deep have never spilt the record of what all the years have left.
What the surface shows is not the whole. What the depth holds, no eye can control. Still waters deep below the scene. Still waters deep, the world between. The bright above, the dark below. Still waters deep, the only flow that carries on without a sound. Sing below the surface tension.
Sink below
The world's intention.
to be seen and named and known.
Into the still waters alone,
Where the depth
has always held. Still waters deep below the scene. Still waters deep, the vast between. The bright of day, the dark below. Still waters deep, the endless flow that holds the world without a sound. At civil twilight, when the sky is still, too bright for Vega or for Arcturus still, to push through the remaining scatter of the blue. The stars have not yet risen, they are due their morning rest behind the day's bright face. The star that burned all night has earned the right to the day's blue rest unturned, letting stars rest in the morning blue, letting stars rest as the light breaks through. They will return when the dark asks them back,
letting stars rest
behind the sky's bright track
of day.
Their sleep is what the night is for.
100 light years hence. And from this distance, in this present tense of morning blue, it has been swallowed whole by the day.
Letting stars rest is the role
of the sun in the long economy of light.
The star that burned all night has earned the right to the day's blue. Rest unturned, letting stars rest in the morning white,
Letting stars rest
behind the day's bright tide. They will return when the dark calls them home.
letting stars rest
Is letting the sky roll
between the burning and the needed still.
Even the Pleiades need the blue. Even Orion needs the morning too. Let the stars rest, let the day be white. Let the darkness wait on the other side of the sun. The stars have earned their blue. Letting stars rest in the morning blue. Letting stars rest as the world breaks through into the day that hides them in its bright,
Letting stars rest
to burn again at night.
the rest is what the burning is in service of.
In 1960, Jacques Picard descended to the Challenger deep and apprehended
The deepest calm
on Earth at 11 kilometers down the pressured heaven of water held a flatfish on the floor. The deep calm was not surprised by life. The deep calm was not disturbed by light. sound. Below the light, below the precious name, below the record and the claim of depth achieved, the deep calm was and is and will be simply because the bottom has no need of the above. everything returning to the valley.
Across 300 kilometers of the most encumbered and ever-shifting shore on earth. No map made yesterday is accurate, and the gap between the land and sea is always moving. The formless shore defies the cartographer. The formless shore needs no biographer of fixed positions and fixed names. The formless shore that shifts with every tide. The formless shore that has no fixed inside or outside, only the constant remaking of the line between the land and taking. Sea that claims new ground by every moon. The mud flat of the Warden Sea remakes its surface twice a day. The pattern breaks and reassembles in the channels cut by the tidal flow that will not shut into a permanent and nameable form. The formless shore defies the cartographer. The formless shore needs no biographer of fixed positions and fixed names. The formless shore that shifts with every tide. The formless shore, the ever undecided boundary between the land and sea. The formless shore, the only truly free edge that the world has ever held. Release the need for the fixed edge. Release the requirement of the ledge between the solid and the fluid world. The formless shore has always been unfurled into the question the tide poses daily. The formless shore that shifts with every tide. The formless shore that has no fixed divide
In John Cage's 433, the pianist sat and played nothing, but the whole gave back. The cough, the shuffle, and the rain outside. The open silence was not where things hide, but where the world's own music could be heard. The open silence is not the absence of sound. The open silence is where real sound is found. Music and what is the world? The open silence has always been unfurled around the notes, the true ground of the song.
Japanese concept of the space between the notes, between the empty place. And the sound is not the nothing but the full potential of the open silence pull that makes the music meaningful at all.
Open silence is not the absence of sound. The open silence is where real sound is found. The open silence, the Japanese mark. The open silence, behind the star that makes the light perceptible against the open silence, without which no sense of music or of light could ever be. Open to the silence, open wide. Let the room's own breath come inside. The open silence is the composition. The open silence is the position of the listener before the first note. 3,000 miles to the bottom of the river where it first emerged from gravel, and the pale returning from that travel has bleached the red of its departure white. What returns has been changed by the going, what returns has been won by the knowing of the distance and the deep. Pale, returning to the origin. Pale, returning, wearing what the ocean's been, due into the color and the form. Pale, returning past the last cold storm of the open sea into the source.
The explorer Shackleton, who came back from the ice with every crewman intact, but with the pallor of the months at sea. In the pale returning there could be, read the cost of reaching and returning.
What returns has been changed by the going, what returns has been won by the knowing of the distance and the deep. Pale, returning to the place of birth. Pale, returning to the winter earth that waited without knowing it was waiting. Pale, returning, the quiet celebrating of the journey in the worn and pale. Not the bright arrival, not the shout of the one who made it the pale route. Home is the quieter and truer homecoming. The pale returning, the slow becoming of the traveler back into the source. Pale, returning to the origin. Pale, returning, worn by where it's been, by the ocean and the open and the storm. Pale, returning past the last cold form of the distance into the first home. Between the Milky Way and Andromeda, 2.5 million light years of the far and empty dark that is not truly dark, but filled with the cosmic microwave mark
like dew upon a spider's morning freeze. Of silk is itself unmoving, the structure that the motion hangs upon the suture of the still beneath the visible and vast.
The cosmos moves and yet the deep is still. The cosmos turns and yet the void holds still. The still cosmos beneath the galaxies turn. The still cosmos beneath the stellar burn of every sun and every spinning arm. The still cosmos has no need of harm or hurry. It simply holds the all. In the space between the superclusters, in the dark between the galaxy clusters, the still cosmos breathes its oldest breath before the birth and after the last death of the last star. The still remains. The still cosmos beneath the galaxies turn. The still cosmos before and after the burn of every sun and every age and dark. The still cosmos beyond all cold and warm, simply holding all in its vast still. The monarch butterfly rests on the hand, and then without a signal or a plan, departure simply opens and is gone. The gentle release requires nothing drawn from the one who held the wing decides. The gentle release is not the losing. The gentle release is the choosing to open when the thing is ready. The gentle release, like the wing from the hand. The gentle release no one had planned.
But the butterfly in the warming air
The gentle release into the everywhere
that waited for
the wing to open.
the exhale at the end of the long day does not announce itself, does not display
The drama of the held and the released. The gentle release is body's feast of the simple and the unconsidered breath. The gentle release is not the losing. The gentle release is the choosing to open when the thing is ready.
Gently wept
itself out into the waiting air. Waited for the wing to come. Hydrogen atom is 99.9% of nothing. The divine architecture of the solid world is the void that fills it and unfurled into the table and the stone and bone. Breathe the void that fills the solid. Breathe the space that holds the valid world of matter in its place. Breathe the void, the space between. Breathe the void, the world unseen inside the atom, inside the star. Breathe the void and know what things are. More space than matter, more nothing than name.
If all the void was squeezed from every cell of every human being, what would dwell
In the remaining matter of our kind would fit inside a sugar cube. The mind refuses, and yet the void remains. Breathe everything. Inside the breath, inside the stone, inside the bone, inside the bone of the bone is more of nothing than of something. Breathe the void. That is the majority of all. Breathe the void, the space between. Breathe the void, the vast unseen inside the atom, inside the star. Breathe the void and know what we are. More space than substance, more void than name. The oak in the Atlantic storm bends far past what the eye believes the limits are of what a rooted thing can bear and stay. And in the bending, the deep roots hold sway over what the wind believed it owned. The deep surrender is not the fall. The deep surrender is the root of all. Deep surrender in the body of the oak. Deep surrender in the language that is spoke by the tree to the storm without a word.
Deep surrender.
The only thing the wind gale. Deep surrender in the body of the oak.
Deep surrender.
Past all fear or hope
Of the surface world.
the storm declared.
Deep surrender.
In the roots that dare to hold what only deepness holds. Before the waking, before the first thought forms, before the body has recalled its norms of being upright, being named, being here, the quiet pulse is already clear and counting in the dark before the dawn. The quiet pulse needs no permission. The quiet pulse has no intermission. Quiet pulse beneath the loudest day. The quiet pulse when everything gives way. To sleep, to dark, to the unmarked hour. The quiet pulse, the most reliable power that the body has ever trusted.
The cardiologist reads the ECG. The quiet pulse translated line by line into the peaks and valleys of the sine wave of a heart that has no idea it is being measured. It simply perseveres.
The quiet pulse needs no permission. The quiet pulse has no intermission. The quiet pulse beneath the loudest day. The quiet pulse when everything gives way. To silence, to the unmarked hour. The quiet pulse, the oldest power the body has carried since before. Slow the breath to meet the beat. Let the body find its seat in the rhythm it was born with. The quiet pulse, the only truth that was here before the The quiet pulse dusk is for unhurried hours. The soft descent is not defeat. The soft descent makes the night complete. Soft descent of the winter afternoon. Soft descent before the early moon has taken what the sun has left behind. The soft descent is the oldest kind of ending that the world has learned to trust.
The Bathurst Cave descending to the floor of the Mariana Trench moves less and more slowly as the pressure builds around. The soft descent to the deepest ground requires the patience of a held breath.
The soft descent is not defeat. The soft descent makes the night complete. Soft descent of the long November light. Soft descent before the early night has claimed the sky and dimmed the frozen ground. The soft descent, the most unhurried sound of evening settling on the world below. Down past the color, down past the warm, down past the edge of the afternoon's form into the blue of the descending hour. The soft descent is the quiet power of everything that knows to go below. Soft descent of the ancient afternoon. Soft descent before the rising moon has taken everything the sun let go. The soft descent, the only way to know what rests beneath the day. between the world of noise, the world unseen, below the surface of the coming wave. The still shore is the only cave that has no ceiling and no wall. The still shore between the land and sea. The still shore, the only place to be. Between the restless and the vast arrival. The still shore, the patient form of survival. In the margin, between all that moves. At 4,000 meters, the light is gone, but the temperature is constant and the long pressure of the water is not cold. It is a warmth of its own particular fold of dark that holds the world below the world. The gentle abyss is warmer than the storm. The gentle abyss has its own form of war. The gentle abyss below the fear. The gentle abyss, the deepest clear and constant world where nothing stirs. The gentle abyss where darkness purrs with the warmth of the always and the still.
The anglerfish carries its own light into the warmth of the abyssal night. Not because it fears the dark below, but because the gentle abyss can glow with what each creature brings into its hold.
The gentle abyss is warmer than the storm. The gentle abyss has its own form of war. The gentle abyss below the fear. The gentle abyss, the deepest clear and constant world beneath all stir. spreads in the pale cloud that the current caught her. Ink becoming water, water becoming ink, until the boundary that you saw begin to shrink into the one pale thing the glass now holds. The pale dissolution has no violence. The pale dissolution has only silence, and the slow becoming of one thing. Pale dissolution of the edge and name. Pale dissolution, every border came to this eventual and quiet end. Pale dissolution around the final bend of the separate into the one pale thing.
The morning fog above the estuary
Takes the separate islands in its February.
embrace, and for 1 hour of the day,
The pale dissolution holds its sway.
and everything is only
The one gray. The pale dissolution has no violence. The pale dissolution has only silence, and the slow becoming of one thing. Pale dissolution of the edge and name. Pale dissolution, every border came to this quiet and eventual end. Pale dissolution around the final bend of the many into the one pale whole. Watch the ink, watch the spread. Watch the edge of the defined go dead. Into the water, into the one. The pale dissolution is not done until the glass holds only itself. Pale dissolution of the edge and name. Pale dissolution, everything became the one pale thing the glass now holds. Pale dissolution as the morning unfolds into the one gray that holds it all. The Mongolian steppe in autumn light extends to the horizon, left and right, and straight ahead without a fence or wall. The open ground receives the rain, the fall of snow, the weight of all this preference. Receives it whole. Not the white water, not the churning fall, but the deep mid-channel current underneath it all, moving at its own unhurried pace, carrying what floats upon its face, without effort, without a thought. The soft current runs where eyes don't look. The soft current needs no chart, no book. The soft current below the sea, the soft current, the river between the rapids and the waterfall. The soft current carries all through the quiet of the long middle.
The blood moves soft through the sleeping body. Nobody commands it, nobody embodies the intention that the circulation needs.
The soft current in the veins proceeds without the mind's involvement or its will. The soft current runs where eyes don't look. The soft current needs no chart, no book. The soft current below the sea, the soft current, the river between the drama and the wide arrival. The soft current ensures survival through the quiet of the long between. Trust the soft current. Trust the deep. Trust the movement you don't keep track of in the ordinary day. The soft current. opening that made the music. The hollow is not the wound, it is the gift. The empty is not the loss, it is the lift. Hollow surrender to the breath of all. Hollow surrender, answering the call of the wind that needs a channel, needs a reed. Hollow surrender is the only creed of the instrument that music moves through.
Roomy road of the reed cut from the bed, and how it's crying for the source it fled. Is the music of the hollow longing, the hollow surrender is the belonging of the reed to the wind it was made for.
The hollow is not the wound, it is the gift. The empty is not the loss, it is the lift. Hollow surrender to the breath of all. Hollow surrender, answering the call of the wind that needs a channel, needs a reed. Hollow surrender is the only creed of the instrument that music moves through.
Cut from the riverbed, cut from the source. The hollow reed accepts the course of the breath that finds it and fills. The hollow surrender never kills.
The music, it only makes it possible. Hollow surrender to the breath of all. Hollow surrender, the reed answers the call of every wind that crosses every field. In the hollow surrender, the music reveal of the instrument the world was made to be. As it spreads, the sound begins to hide into the dissolves the way the river does into the sea that swallows all it was, drifting into silence as the current slows, drifting into silence where the white sea goes past the last bend, past the last sound known, drifting into silence. The river has grown too wide for any bank to hold its voice.
The orchestra that played its final note and lets it hang suspended in the throat
Of the concert hall before the applause is drifting into silence, because even beauty needs to end to mean. Sound dissolves the way the river does into the sea that swallows all it was, drifting into silence as the current slows, drifting into silence where the white sea goes past the last bend, past the last sound known, drifting into silence. The river has grown too wide for any bank to hold its voice. The last sound stretches thin and long. The last note of the longest song becomes the silence it was always in, drifting into silence has always been the destination of the river. Drifting into silence as the current stills, drifting into silence past the final hills, past the last bend, past the last sound known, drifting into silence. The river has grown into the sea that needed no voice. Below the layer the mind has known.
The bodyworker pressing on the fascia releases what the years of held disaster have
Stored in the connective tissue's grip.
The deep release arrives and the bodies slip from
Held to free before the mind can name it. The deep release is not the talking through. The deep release is deeper than the truth. Account of things can go. The deep release below the word, below thought, below the story that the years have wrought into the muscle and the bone and skin. The deep release below the origin of the holding, older than the name. Go past the story, go past the name, go past the therapy, go past the claim of understanding on what the body kept. The deep release is in the body's wept, and wordless knowing of the let go. The deep release below the word, below thought, below the story, below the dearly bought understanding of the held and keeping. The deep release is the body's weeping, free of what the years forgot to name.